Junior B team for winning the Junior B League. Congratulations to the Metro Griffins. For the open face-off, the World Lacrosse Association will honor the Creators Game by presenting the acknowledgement of the Mi'kmaq territory and the Mi'kmaq honor song. Please, if you're able, rise, take off your headgear, and direct your attention to the flags at the entrance of the arena for the presentation of the acknowledgement and the honor song.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Prior to the singing of our national anthem, the ECJLL would like to acknowledge that the land on which we gather is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Acknowledging that we are in Mi'kmaq, the traditional ancestral territory of the Mi'kmaq people, is a way of showing respect for and honoring our shared history and shared treaty relationship. Our relationship based on peace and friendship. It is very important that we continue to recognize our shared history.
Please, if you're able, remain standing for the presentation of O Canada.
Welcome back to the den, everybody, as here we are. Game 5 of 5. The winner today will go on to play the St. John Rapid in St. John on Saturday. And it's great to be back here at the den. And you're not listening to Mike Elliott, as unfortunately Mike can't make it tonight. So you've got me, Larry McVicker, and I've got a good guest here with Brendan Smithson.
Hey Larry, it's good to be back. Game 5, a big one here tonight. Winner goes on to the finals to face St. John on Saturday. It's going to be a live one here. Great crowd piling in. They're still piling in the door out there. I think we're going to have a packed house by the time we're done tonight.
Well, here we go as they're getting lined up at center. You're watching this from Sackville, and of course you're watching on Maritime Athletic Profiles. What a great job they do with the stream here. And usually I'm sitting at home with a beer watching this, but live and in person tonight. That's picked up. Gets it up over center. The Wolves go to work. Pass down low. Cross, number 5. Get up. I got to get to know these names pretty quickly there. It looks like McCarron cycles in. Back to 5. In with the shot. That was
big save by Keegan Horn there. First shot of the night. Keegan's one of the top goalies in this league. He's played every minute for Dartmouth this season. He's the backbone of this team right here. So be leaning on him tonight. It's his 5th year, so he doesn't want this to be his final game. That's McCullough with the ball.
McCullough brings it in for Dartmouth. Passes it off to the corner for Hickey. Or that's Scotland in with the shot, and it's saved by Zach Malcolm. Ball goes back into the corner. Picked back up by Scotland. Scotland waiting for the rest. Fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. Back up top to number 14. That's Bungay. Bungay trying to get in. Cross. And shot down low. Just missed. Battle up along boards. And back over it goes. And
we got a delayed penalty here coming to the Wolves. It's like number 8 there. It's going to take 2 minutes for holding. This series, they've had a lot of clutch it and grab it inside, so trying to make sure that they get those calls. We got Lacrosse going to the box for 2 minutes. Holding the stick is the call there. Dartmouth has a pretty dominant power play. You got Trainer McCullough on the top. Oliver Scotland is a call-up from U17 and has been unreal in these playoffs, scoring at least 2 goals a game, so they're going to be looking for him on that outside shot.
Here we go. Back to Scotland, just to say. Up top to McCullough. McCullough pass off to the corner. Back up top to McCullough. As they're calling off numbers. Now in motion. Scotland looking for a way in front. Shot. And that was a save by Malcolm as it went up and out of play. And Dartmouth will get the ball back in the corner.
Beautiful move there by Chris Bungay in the corner. It's also his 5th year, so this is a big one for him.
McCullough over to Scotland. Scotland back up top to McCullough. McCullough. Pass it off. I got to learn 19. Again, same play again and forced into the crease. And the Wolves come up with the ball. McCullough trying to cut them off as 15. Puma makes it down the floor. Puma forced off to the corner. Loose ball. As the Wolves trying to kill off. A minute left in the Dartmouth power play. Now Dartmouth coming back down the floor, number 2.
That's Alex Wisnicki, played last night for the Thunder in the Junior B final. So this is actually his 3rd game in 3 days. So we'll see how that wears him as he's on out there.
Busy guy there. McCullough back out on the floor, back over. Back up top, behind the back. And that's another save by Zach Malcolm.
Got delayed penalty coming here to Dartmouth. I think they're calling a trip. Yep. Went in there for the loose ball. You saw the Wolves player get his foot out, and or the Dartmouth player get his foot out, causing a trip on the break. I know Coach Draper's not going to like that call when you're in the offensive end and you take a penalty, and when you're already up 5-on-4 to even it up. So we got 25 seconds left on the penalty to the Wolves, and then they're going to be going to the power play as Dartmouth comes up empty on this one.
Okay, 0-0 is the score. The Wolves with possession. 13 looking back up top. Back over to McCarron. McCarron looking for a lane, not finding one. McCarron over top, shot, saved by Horn. Off to the corner it goes. Picked up by Hollett. Hollett back up top to Wheatley. Wheatley waits and now on the power play. As Wheatley waiting for the number 4 to join the party. That's Monroe. Wheatley to Monroe. Monroe down low. Rolling out from the corner. Back up to Monroe. Monroe winds up, shot! And a shoulder save. Hollett didn't see the shot he wanted. Wheatley back over to McCarron. McCarron back over to Wheatley. Wheatley cross for 13. McCarron in, shot! And another save by Horn.
Horn's on his game tonight, making some big stops early.
Hollett trying to keep Dartmouth in the zone. Loose ball. As picked up by McCarron.
Great pressure by Hallett. There's no one better in the league that puts that pressure on when you're trying to get out of the zone. Great job by Hallett. Still 45 seconds left in the power play.
There you go, McKay down low. Crossover. Back up top to Wheatley. Off to McCarron, back to Wheatley. Wheatley over for McKay, and a shot, and another save by Horn. Wheatley back over to McKay. Cross for McCarron, McCarron. Wheatley up top, back to McCarron. McCarron is McKay in motion. Shot in, another save by Horn. As Winchowski picks it up. You're going to have to tell me if I get that name right. As,
that's how I pronounce it. I'm not sure it's right.
Okay. I do apologize if we get anybody's name wrong. As Scotland waits for the rest coming on. as the final seconds tick down in the Wolves power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Score 0-0 in this winner-take-all game. Knocked off. Roll from nowhere there.
Shot by Scotland that went around, and it went off the boards, and it was Ethan Firth who grabbed it on the other side, and I don't think Malcolm realized that there was that much time on the clock. Just took an outside shot and beat him on that one. We're getting the replay here. You see the outside shot. Firth is able to grab it, just quickly picks it up, and I think it surprised Malcolm and just got beat on the short side there. A little surprised at that one, but it's only 1-0. We've got a long way to go. Now, we're just talking about Scotland and Wisniewski, and both of them are going to be in St. John in a couple weeks at Canada Games. So, two of the Canada Games players for the male side.
There you go. Winchelsky into the corner. McCarron takes him into the boards, joined by McKay. As the ball comes out, picked up by 14, Bungay. Cross for 7, that's Cluett. Cluett looking for a lane. Cluett with the shot, that goes wide. Cluett, everybody gets rebound off the board. Shot in, is saved by Malcolm. Bouncing ball comes outside. And we got a crease violation. It'll be Wolves ball. That's up quick. Nolan Kennedy will bring it in for the Wolves. Kennedy. Pass up top for McCarron. Back over for Monroe. Monroe looking for a way in. Kennedy causing some issues. But good D by Dartmouth as Monroe kindly comes around and dives across, and saved by Horn. Now Normando trying to find a way in. Doesn't find one. Up to McCarron. Back to Normando. Normando rolling up top. Cut off by number 19. Back to McCarron. McCarron finding a shot in, and Horn makes that save. As took all the angle there. Dartmouth hustling down the floor.
Ferrero with the outside shot. Out of bounds. They're calling it was not tipped there. Straight out of bounds. Ferrero's one of those guys who likes the fast break. Always breaks it up the floor. Gets those opportunities. I think he would have liked to turn him on that shot.
So McKay and McKay can't get a shot away. It looks like we got a delayed penalty coming here as Malcolm heads for the bench. Wheatley with the hard shot, and a save by Horn, and Winchkowski takes possession.
2 minutes there for the high stick coming in the middle. Came across to try to hit him, kept his stick up a little high, gets him. That's the third penalty tonight, so the Wolves are going to go back to the power play. I'm not sure who got that one there, number 10. That was Carter McNeil. Turnover in this end going back the other way. I know Coach Draper's not going to be happy about that, but Coach McKay is ready to get the power play going here.
McCarron starting off the Wolves. Wheatley down to the corner. McCabe. Wheatley. Cross. Hullett. Hullett now in motion. Looking for McCarron with the shot, and that's off the leg. Picked up by number 4. Monroe looking to find a way in there. Can't find a lane. Also trying to find St. Hilaire. There's McCarron in with the quick shot. That bounces. And with that, the shot clock expires, and it'll be Dartmouth ball.
Dartmouth is known for their defense in the league, one of the best defensive teams. You're going to see a lot of block shots tonight. The Wolves got to find a way to get it through.
Beardsmore trying to get to the net, forced to the outside. As Dartmouth looks to kill off this penalty as much as possible. Scotland with the ball for Dartmouth. Scotland maintaining control as the Wolves, Mont and Heaslip trying to get it back. Scotland maintains control right around the net. Tried off the back of the goalie on that one, too.
He didn't miss by much. Malcolm didn't see him coming, so great chance there. Just want to note Leo Mode out there on Scotland, another two teammates in Canada Games in a couple weeks.
Okay. Wheatley hands it off to McCarron down low. Back to Hollett down low. Hollett cross for Monroe. Monroe looking for a way in, and Horn has all the angle covered. Hands it off to Renskowski. Renskowski bodied there by, and the 10 seconds expire, and it'll be Wolves ball back in Dartmouth zone. 24 seconds remaining on the power play.
Great pressure by the Wolves there to force that 10 seconds. Nowhere to go. Great turnover.
Wheatley up to McCarron. McCarron down low to Hollett. Hollett back up to top for Wheatley. Wheatley fires that one in. That went off the backboards. Once again, McCarron trying to keep them in the zone. 15. Firth. Ball rolls out, and that'll be it. And it'll be back to 5-on-5. And the score remains 1-0 Dartmouth. That's 11 minutes left in this first period.
Wolves doubling the Bandits in shots, 10-5 right now.
McNeil brings it in. Monroe trying to get it in front, and he's triple teamed. Ball comes loose, and out comes Dartmouth. 10 down the floor is 27, Barrio. Barrio holds up, hands off to McCullough. McCullough. Bounce pass over to Bungay. Bungay looking for a way in. Being kept out by the Wolves D. Loose ball up again by Lacombe Petrie. Lacombe Petrie. McCullough, quick shot that bounces up and out of play, and that'll be Wolves ball.
Tried the bounce shot around Puma, but wasn't able to get it. He bounced a little too close out of bounds. Great motion there by the Bandits.
So Heaslip hands it off to number 8. That's Norma Dope. Now St. Hilaire looking for a way in. Passes back up to 13. McKay.
McKay right on the crease, just missed on the high side. Great opportunity there for the Bulls. I started to see some more picking and rolling, which they were a little nervous on the part. But I think they got to keep that going on the offensive side.
All right, Crooks hands it off to Scotland. Over to Bungay. Bungay down low. Dartmouth looks to get a hard angle shot, and Malcolm had the answer for that. Here we go. Murphy trying to get out, but that's chopped free by Firth. And the 10 seconds expire in the Wolves zone.
Just 1 second there, and they would have had it over. Ball popped out, wasn't able to get in time. We're at the media timeouts. Both teams look a little tentative at the start of this. You know, game 5, it's a big one. Not wanting to make a mistake. That last offensive set by the Wolves, though, was the first time I saw a lot of picking and rolling. They've been just trying to do some cutting, and I think they got to pick and roll on this defense. You got to get inside on the Bandits. I know you don't want to because they got some big bodies, but it's definitely there. I'm really excited about the Monroe-Beardsmith matchup. They had a little altercation in Game 3 that kind of resulted in Beardsmith getting a 10-minute, and then the Wolves ended up scoring 2 to take the lead and win the game eventually. So I think there's a rivalry there going on, and those two like to have one. So it'll be a physical matchup between those two tonight, which is great to see.
Well, and thanks for everyone watching the stream at home. And it wouldn't be possible without our streaming sponsor, Seafort Capital, which helps in these productions. All the great shows and views and everything you're getting from Maritime Athletic Profiles doesn't just happen without good sponsors like Seafort Capital. Thank you for making this possible. As McCullough will start off the Bandits. That's off to the corner. That's Scotland. Scotland looking for a way around. Inside for Bungay, but pass doesn't connect. Mont will pick up that ball. Mont bounces off a hit. I'm used to watching him play football with CPA there, and it's pretty much the same thing.
When he clears the end, he's like a running back coming between the guys. He's a shifty player and an excellent defender. He's been a top player this year on the rookie side of things.
Well, that's exactly right, because he was the top rookie running back in the high school league too. So, see, just have to play lacrosse, and you're an expert at all sports.
You got to be a multi-sport athlete to be the best in any sport. So there you go.
And a shot in and a save by Horn. That's a 27 Barrio. Up over and pushed back over.
Fortunately, he played with that at the line just a little too long. She's got to get that in deep. I know they'll be talking to him when he goes to the bench about that.
All right. Center premier. Up to McCarran. McCarran. Trying to find a lane in and a shot and a Horn. Horn seems to have everything from the shooting line.
He outside shots is his thing. Dartmouth always packs in the house. That's why you got to get on the inside and get those inside shots on him.
Scotland holds up for Dartmouth, getting the offense set. Pass across, but number 20 Heaslip had eyes on that one. Dartmouth keeps in. Malcolm just got a piece of that one with the arm. Kept it out of the net. It's the loose ball again. Picked up by 12. He'll hand it off to McKay. McKay in for the Wolves. As the Wolves set up their offense, McKay has a cross and shot. As Normando was coming across there, couldn't make connection, and here.
Nice cut by Normando.
The other way is 15 Galliot, but the Wolves regain possession with Waite. Back up to Wheatley. Wheatley up top. Cross for McKay. McKay. Underarm shot, but that went up and over the net. And looks like we'll get a penalty here in the corner. Imagine there'll be a cross-check.
They've got two then, because they've got a delayed call here in the slash. I think the Bandits are going to get two. Oh, sorry, a hold.
A hold, okay.
Hold at the top, and then they've got one in the corner for a cross-check. So Bandits are going to go down two guys here. Or is it the same player? Nope, they got two going. So number 16, Scotland, is going to get the cross-check, and McCullough's going to get the hold. Nope, is that McCullough? 23, sorry, my
Walker.
apologies.
Well,
Matthew Walker.
yeah.
So Scotland and Walker both going for two. 5-on-3 for the Wolves. Great opportunity to break that zero that's in there, especially getting inside. Bandits are going to try to keep the sticks in the lanes as much as possible.
In tight is McKay, and
What a
turned
stop
aside
by
by
Horn.
Horn.
His glove hangs there and makes the save. Unbelievable.
McCarron walks right in front, and Horn doesn't give an inch. As Dartmouth. Wheatley challenges up against Bredsmore. But coming back in is Hollett.
Another one coming to Dartmouth.
Penalty. Wheatley. Up top, back to Hollett. Hollett cross for McKay with a one-timer, but swing and a miss. Here we go, Wheatley picks up the loose ball. Back up top. Header shot by Monroe.
Monroe with a big shot from the outside. They still got a penalty coming, so they're going to stay 5-on-3. Beautiful goal on that one. Monroe has a laser. He can just let that fly right over top of Horn's shoulder. See him just wind up and fire. You cannot give him that much space. Horn is known to drop a little bit, so sometimes that top corner can be open. And Monroe picked that corner. Absolutely beautiful shot from the outside. So let's see. I think we had a delayed penalty is what I saw. Let's see here. So delayed penalty means that the guy in the box who made them short comes out. So you're going to see Scotland's now out of the box, and 32 is going to go back in. So they're going to be 5-on-3 for 1 minute and 12 seconds, but there will still be a 2 minute on the clock, so they'll be short for a whole 2 minutes.
So that's Colin Hickey heading to the box there.
AP for tonight.
Yeah. And so it's just over 6 minutes remaining in the first period. It's a 1-1 game, but the Wolves remain on the 5-on-3 advantage.
Just for those watching at home, you'll notice that the Wolves only have 4 guys up in the zone. You want to do that so the passes are farther east to west and the man stands near the middle so it doesn't go back over. So you'll see that set up again. Leaving Centipia near the center while the 4 of them go down low.
Okay, Wheatley across for Hollett. Down low for McCarron. McCarron back up to Wheatley. Wheatley over for McKay across the... Oh, what a save.
Well, that is
McCarron.
Now.
The door was wide open, then it was slammed shut. McCarron, no look pass up to McKay. Back for McCarron, the one-timer. That didn't happen. McCarron back up to Hollett. Hollett. Cross for Wheatley. Wheatley. McCarron for McKay. And a three-way pass finds the back of the net.
We're never quite sure in this one if it's going to go in. Horn with another beautiful save. Same cross crease again, but he put it under his stick. So you can see as it goes down to McCarron. Pass comes from Wheatley across to McCarron. Down low. McCarron down low. Across. And this time they put it right in the back of the net. That was McKay on the crease. Yeah, I thought on the first one McCarron kind of just thought it was open, so just threw it at him. It's never totally open with Horn in there. And the second time they made sure they put it under his stick. Great goal. Wolves up 2, and they're still in the power play for 1:16.
Santapia plays it up to Wheatley. Wolves remain on the 5-on-4 now for a minute as Hollett brings the ball down to the corner, back up to McCarron. McCarron back down low for Hollett. Hollett to Wheatley. Wheatley winds up over for McKay. Oh, Monroe, sorry. Monroe back up top for Wheatley, over to Hollett. Hollett. McCarron. McCarron, hard shot. That's over the crossbar. Loose ball. Picked up by McKay. Monroe in with the shot and a save by Horn, and he controls it in the crease.
Wolves starting to feel some of that momentum now with a 1-goal lead.
Everybody listens, I always say lacrosse is a game of streaks. How long can they hold on to this one? It's Rynczynski right in, a save by...
Nice effort by Rynczynski there, killing some time and getting a good shot out of it.
Candy with the ball, hands off to Monroe. Monroe, Candy setting the pick. Monroe in with the shot and a Horn. Covered off that one. Wheatley back up with the ball. Yeah, it looks like we got a equipment malfunction.
I think they're just checking on the goal. He might have taken that one high. Yeah. There's one thing that you don't mess around with. If a goalie has any movement, you just want to check to make sure. So might have got something. Obviously, the referee blew that down right away. Went to talk to the goalie. Didn't quite feel comfortable. Wants a trainer to make sure. Take a look. I'm going to tell you right now, Horn is not coming out of this game. He could have broken legs, and that kid would still be standing in the net tonight. So there's no way he's getting out. But the safety first, right? You have to make sure everyone's safe, especially the guy who's getting the ball wailed at him at over 100 miles an hour. You're going to make sure that he's okay in there, and there's no concussions or anything like that. So Horn's just taking a second here to make sure he's all right, but he's going to finish off this game.
All right. Just over 4 minutes left in the first period. 2-1 Wolves lead as penalty expires, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Monroe loads up, shot, scores just inside the post. Short side.
Monroe's feeling it tonight. That's his second, coming over the top with a beautiful bounce shot, went under the arm and right in the top corner. Absolutely beautifully placed. Both corners he's picked now, both top corners, so finding that move. Here's where we got Monroe with the ball, just coming over the top, shoots right over the screen, so it gives Horn a delay second to see it. As you can see, he was moving away from it, watch it coming across, and put it back in the top corner right there. Wolves extend the lead to 3-1.
So Hall versus Bungay at the face-off dot. Play back in Santapia for the Wolves. Up to McKay. McKay brings the Wolves back in the offensive zone. McKay up to McCarron, back to McKay. McKay rolls up top, pass across. As Normando in with the shot, and a save by Horn. And a loose ball picked up by Dartmouth. Looking to come out. Firth gets his way over, but the ball pops free, and Mont gets it back up to McCarron. McCarron, pass over to Hollett. Hollett now, cross for Monroe. Monroe looking to come in. Monroe being kept to the outside to number 7. It's Cluett. The Monroe right in. Hold shot, and that's denied.
I think that was just one too many moves. I think he had him there.
Cluett shovels it back across. For Barrio. Barrio waits for the offense to come on. Hands off to McCullough. McCullough and the Dartmouth Bandits get to work here on the offense. Under 3 minutes left in the first period. 3-1, Wolves lead. Looking for a way in is Scotland. Scotland. His shot knocked down in front. Loose ball. As the shot clock expires, it'll be Wolves ball. Kennedy starts off over to Wheatley. Wheatley rolls up top, pass across for McKay. McKay rolls up top, pass across for Hollett. Hollett steps in, shot. That goes wide. Loose ball off the backboards. Collected by Wheatley. Now across for McKay. McKay finds a way in. McKay in tight shot. And Horn up with the save there.
Close. I thought he had that top corner there for a second.
I thought he did too. Horn took it away. As Galliot brings up for Dartmouth, but that one slips out of the basket. He slipped. Passes up to Wheatley for the Wolves. Wheatley. That's down low. Back up to McCarron. Crosses Normando over to Monroe. Monroe looking for a way in. Shot. And saved by Horn and maintains possession in the crease. Now Dartmouth coming out, but the 5 seconds expired inside the crease.
Just taking a little too long with that to make a decision. Once you get it in there, you got to get it out. So get moving on that one, a little slow in the reaction time. Dartmouth is tired. They've been playing defense a long time in this period.
McKay to Monroe. Monroe looking for a lane. Being kept to the outside. Challenged by Cluett. Sent to the ground. Still got the ball in the basket. It's like, as the ball goes into the goalie somehow, and now Horn. He'll play that one out. And here, out comes the Bandits. As Beach hands it back off. Back down low for Bungay. Bungay sees a lane, fires and finds the back of the net.
The Bandits needed that one badly. Double pick on the side. Bungay comes around with a big shot, and Malcolm was just a step behind, put it in the far side. Absolutely beautiful. The Bandits needed that badly. They have been outplayed in this period, but that's all they do. So you see Bungay with the ball, double pick in front of him, comes right over the top. Screen shot. Malcolm can't get over to the far side. Bounce shot that buries in. The period's been dominated by the Wolves, but you get the Dartmouth's defense is so good. They have those low scoring. They get one, and now it's 3-2. Minute to go.
And here we go. Bandits send the Wolves back to center. This ball, 27, Barrio gets it back into Wolves territory. Takes a big hit there for number 15, Puma. Now, in front, shot by Cluett. And Malcolm didn't quite know where it was for a minute. Now, Dartmouth, 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Scotland calling the play. Scotland carries it down low. Coming back across over top, looking for a lane, fires, that goes wide.
7 seconds.
The shot in is saved by Malcolm off Cluett as Mont gets it, and he just wants to hold on as for the buzzer goes, and that'll be it for the first period.
What action here. This has been back and forth. Bandits get the first one. Wolves get a lot of power plays and takes advantage of it and starts getting the momentum. Shots are 25-11 for the Wolves to show the dominance that they had there. But in typical Bandit fashion, tough defense, scores one late, and all of a sudden it's 3-2 and they're in this one. So we've had an exciting first period. I think they were a little nervous. Think they've got that out. Physicality's picked up a little bit now, and we're going to see a real exciting second. It's going to be interesting to see how each coach goes in the room and responds to their team after I think they're both pretty happy with how this ended up in the first.
Yeah, well, it's you can see that for sure as we go into time here. We'll see if we'll get some messages from our sponsors, but I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't go too far because we'll be back in about 9 minutes for the start of the second period. Remember, the winner extends their lacrosse season. The loser, it's all over tonight, as the winner tonight will go on to play St. John in St. John on Saturday, as each team looking to punch their ticket to go to New Brunswick. But we're going to take a break, and we'll get the sponsors going. I want to say thank you to Maritime Athletic Profiles for what a great job they're doing, and we'll see everybody back in about 7 minutes for the second period.
Sam?
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
We saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
And here we are back at the Sackville Arena in lovely Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia. It's a much needed rainy July night out here, but it's nice and dry, and because that's the nice thing about box lacrosse.
So true, muchly needed rain, but I'm happy I'm inside for it. I got to tell you that, Larry. Great point.
Yeah. Well, a few times in July in Nova Scotia, I'm happy to be inside.
It's true.
But here we are, ready to start second period action here. As always, like to say, Mike Elliott, wherever you are tonight. I know you're disappointed you're not here, but I'll say I'm happy I got the chance to call the boys' game here. It's usually I'm sitting back home listening to Mike in these games, but I got the rare chance. It's me and Larry McVicker here. I'm joined by Brendan Smithson as color commentary and team commissioner or league commissioner.
Too many hats, Larry. Too many hats. Good first period. I'm looking forward to an exciting second. A lot of great battles out there. This is going to be an exciting one.
Here we are, Hall versus Bungay at the faceoff. Picked up by Reninsky. I'll get that name right someday. Yeah, pass back across 27, Barrio. Right as McCullough comes on. McCullough now with the ball, setting up the offense for Dartmouth. McCullough takes it down low. McCullough looking for a way back up top. Loads up, fires, and a save by Malcolm.
Nice
And
save
he
by
holds
Malcolm.
it in the crease.
I know the Bandits probably in the room talked about getting McCullough going. He doesn't have a point yet. One of their leaders out there for sure.
Oh, here's Holt right off the bench. And a shot in, turned away by Horn.
Great transition there by the Wolves. Great opportunity for Hallett. Horn up to the task on that one.
Santapina up for McKay. Hollett trying to find a way back in. Just out of reach, and another save there is McKay. He's right on the doorstep, turned aside by Horn. Now Cluett brings it over center for Dartmouth. Oh, Beardsmore, sorry. In with a shot and ahead. Looking, but
Two big saves by Malcolm early. Bungay went straight down the middle. Malcolm has made two huge saves to keep this 3-2. He's had a great start in the second period.
Wait, passes up to Monroe. Monroe looking for a lane in. Gets a pick for Kennedy. Back up to McCarron. Down low for number 19 coming in with a shot. And the save. That's Waite with the shot. Loose ball. Gathered back up by Normando. Back down low for Waite. Up top for Kennedy. Kennedy back over for Monroe. Kennedy sets the pick. Monroe trying to get away, but good D by Dartmouth. Back to Kennedy. Kennedy in with a shot, and that's turned aside by Horn.
Great pick and roll by Kennedy there and Monroe to see him on that. They're really pressuring on Monroe with 2 goals. Great job by both guys on that one. And Horn up to the task again.
Beach passes it into Scotland. Scotland back up to McCullough. McCullough back down for Scotland. Scotland rolls back up top. Scotland looking for a lane, can't find one. Fires a shot, and that goes wide. Picked up off the backboards. And number 12, Etienne Chenard, gets the hard hit and sent to the ground by Beardsmore.
Beardsmore, one of the most physical guys in this league. When you're coming up to him, you're going to get hit for sure. Excellent defense by the Bandits.
Shoveled into Firth. Firth over to McCullough. McCullough now. McCullough cross. Hard shot and a big save there is Cox. Now picked up is Santapia. Santapia in alone. Santapia shot. And a save by Horn. Bouncing ball and doesn't go across the line.
Horn got just enough of it. It was rolling, and the defender put his stick behind him. I think that was 99, Lacombe Petrie. Big stop there to be able to hold it 3-2.
All right, Scotland trying the hidden ball trick here. Nobody's by it. Scotland back in low shot, and a save by Malcolm. Turns and fires. That was Lacombe Petrie.
Lacombe Petrie stops it at the other end on the goal line, comes all the way back the other end and picks up a loose ball in front and buries it. Those second chance opportunities. Malcolm's made some huge saves, but you got to help him out on that one. As you see, there's the pick and roll coming in. Loose ball comes in front to Noah. Noah just bounces it right in. You're going to see it right here. There's the loose ball that he picks up. Just turns and fires, so Zach can't pick it up. And it goes right by Malcolm on the bounce, who's been unbelievable in this second. But we're tied up at 3 with that one. As you say, you make one big play at the other end with a big save and turns right back the other way. Exactly how it happened here in this one. And now we're tied at 3 with 16:24 to go. I got to say, Horn has made 30 saves, and we're not even halfway through this game yet.
Here we are back. It's Winchkowski versus Hall at the faceoff. Battle along the boards. Mont comes up with it. Pop back out. Hall. Pass across to McCarron. McCarron and the Wolves go on the offense. As he's joined by St. Hilaire. Up to Wheatley. Over to Hollett. Down low to McCarron. McCarron looking for a route. Can't find one. McCarron back to Hollett. Hollett trying to split inside. Loads the ball. Picked up by 13 for Dartmouth and fired back up the floor. But Wheatley will get possession back. Wheatley looking for Hollett and can't catch the handle on that one.
Fast-paced lacrosse now. Everybody trying to push the floor a little bit. Love to see it.
Crooks brings the ball up over center. Passes off to Scotland. It's fresh off the bench. Scotland holds up, gets the offense set. Scotland fakes the shot. Has it across for Bungay. Bungay had to get the loose ball back here. As only a couple of seconds left in the shot clock. As Bungay knocked loose again, and the Wolves will take possession on the shot clock violation. Heaslip brings it out for the Wolves, up over center. Is he related to the goalies, the Heaslips, or?
I believe so, but don't quote me on that one.
Okay.
And I apologize if I'm wrong to anyone listening. Got to be some relation, right?
That's what I saw the name. It's like there's 2 Heaslip goalies in the goal there. Monroe.
Big outside shot by Monroe. He's feeling it tonight. That's his 3rd one coming right over the pick. He has the beautiful stick job of. He has the stick behind him. So as you watch, you see his body turn so hard, makes the stick behind his body, and the goalie can't pick it up. He jumps up over top of the screen, and Keegan has to pick it up at the last second. And not able to do so when he has such a hard shot, he fires it in. So you kids playing out there, holding it behind your body so the goalie can't see it, makes a huge difference. An extra half second to pick it up on a goalie, the difference between a goal and a non-goal.
The Wolves retake the lead here, 4-3, and heading back in. It's Puma, shot and a save by Horn. Winchkowski picks up the ball for Dartmouth, trying to get out of the zone as Normando making life hard. And has to give up the ball. Sends it down. Picked up by McNeil for the Wolves.
Dartmouth bench is signaling wood chopping. Like he felt like he got chopped there on that one, but no call from the officials. Going to let him play this one out.
All right, Wheatley. Cross for McCarron. McCarron back up top to Wheatley. Wheatley loads up, fires, and Horn makes the save and holds on in the crease. As out comes Beardsmore. Play starts off again with Cluett. Cluett cross for McCullough. Down low for Scotland. Scotland rolls back up top. Scotland looking for a lane, not finding one. Gets across for Cluett. Cluett hammers, and that's blocked by the Wolves D and picked up.
Great job by Lamont there, getting right out on the shooter, so he's not able to do it, and getting in front to tip that shot out of the way and get a 30-second call on that.
So Puma gets it into St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire up to McCarron, cross for Monroe. Monroe looking for a lane, being challenged. Monroe trying to sneak away. And that shot just went wide.
I like that call. He just had a beautiful goal. Keep feeding him for a while until they prove they can stop him. He's got 3 tonight.
Galliot gets it back up over center. Hands off to Kluwit. Firth, sorry. Back to Firth. Cross for Bungay. Bungay, low shot, and
Malcolm had his stick out. It rode up his stick right in his helmet. A little surprised him that it popped him there, but still made the save and got the clear.
as long as it stays out of the net, we're all happy. Here we go, Normando.
It's a little wake-up call in the morning. Get hit with a lacrosse ball in the face.
Yeah. Wheatley back over to McKay. McKay rolls up top, cross for Normando. Normando looking for a lane. Normando, hard shot in. I think Horn took that off the helmet.
Yeah, goalie, the ref just checked on him. He said, no, I'm fine. I'm going to tell you, Horn is not coming out of this game. It doesn't matter what happens.
Beardsmer gets over.
A big stop by Horn there. He was a little surprised by it, but got his shoulder in front of it. Great save.
Scotland takes it down low into the corner. Coming back out as the Dartmouth offense back on. Wheatley right on Scotland. Scotland trying to roll off and find a way in towards the crease. That's a pass across, and that's picked up by Puma. Found for the Wolves, and back across he goes. Yeah, pass that one off. Number 19, that's Waite. Waite across for McKay to Wheatley. Wheatley. Back over to St. Hilaire. In tight, can't get the return to Waite though, as Dartmouth. Looking to catch 15 and behind, that's Galliot. But picked up by Murphy, and back down the floor comes Murphy for the Wolves. Back into offensive territory. Monroe with the ball for the Wolves. Monroe sees who's coming out for the offense. Gets that back over to St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire. Cross for Monroe. Monroe looking in. Monroe from the knees, and shot. And
those two, Beardsmith and Monroe, are going to go at it all night. Got under the hip, but slid right into the net there. Into the crease, sorry. Monroe's feeling it, though, man. You got to keep letting him go to the net if he's going to do that.
Scotland can't find a route to the net. Holds up. Gets over to Bungay. Bungay now being challenged by Puma. Ball chopped free. Loose ball. As Bungay comes back up with it. Bungay pass back up. That'll be back over.
Just a little behind on the pass there. He was a little in front of him, had him jump, causing a back over, and the Wolves are going to get an opportunity. I know Bungay would like that one back because I think he had a man coming there, but just a little shy on the pass.
So McCarron will start us off. Halfway point in the game, just about. As McCarron back up top to Wheatley. Over for Santapia. Santapia holds up. Santapia with the shot, and that's off a defender. Rebound, Santapia able to gather that back up. Cross for McCarron. 12 seconds remaining in the shot clock. As Hollett looking for his way in. Hollett rolls off, shot, and that's blocked by the D. As the seconds tick down on the shot clock. McCarron doesn't quite have time to get it. And Dartmouth will take possession.
That's our immediate timeout there at 9:48. 9 to go in the second. Geez, they've both opened up in this period and starting to feel it now. So you're seeing the Wolves add some physicality on the offensive side. Monroe's definitely been feeling it. Dartmouth getting their big physical defense and moving the ball up. Horn has been unbelievable. And I got to say, so has Zach Malcolm in this period. It's been unbelievable. Had some huge saves there. He's let one in, but wasn't on him. Rebound there. He's played unbelievable in the second period. So I thought he was a little sluggish in the first, but I think he's responded really well. And this is where it matters. It's where the wins and losses happen and where you need your seniors to step up in Game 5, make it happen. I know the Bandits still got to try to get McCullough going. He's been trying to get open, but the Wolves have done a great job defending him, but I know they're going to be looking for some outside shots on him. He's one of the big scorers in the league, and Bungay's had a good start as well. So you rely on your best players in Game 5, and they're all coming out to play tonight, so I'll love to see it.
Well, I hope you're sitting at home enjoying this, and wouldn't be impossible without our streaming sponsor, Next Level U, as our sports is our sponsor for the second period. And many thanks. And if you're watching this, of course, you're watching on Maritime Athletic Profiles. And what a great job, great production. And the only problem with it is the play-by-play guy, but in my opinion, but that's tonight's play-by-play guy, not the usual one.
Doing a great job, Larry. Yeah. Doing a great job.
second string
Mike,
for
Mike
a reason.
would be, Mike would be proud.
Ball bounces up and out of play. That'll be Wolves ball is 12, brings it up there. Stationary. Kennedy with the ball. Kennedy back up top to Wheatley. Wheatley. Kennedy sent in the pit. Wheatley with the shot, and that one just went wide.
Unfortunately, St. Hilaire misses that on the other side. It's going to go back to the Bandits. Big shot there. A great opportunity. I like the shot. Just would have liked to back up on the other side, but the Bandits will take over.
Yeah, the Bandits don't give up many lanes, and Wheatley had one there. Now Bandits with possession. Looks like McCullough trying to come out. Being challenged by Murphy. McCullough. Gets it off to Scotland. Scotland trying to roll his way in. Shot! And that just went wide. That's Lacombe Petrie. His shot just went up and over the net. As McCullough spins off a hit. McCullough, long shot in. And that's deflected off and picked up by the Wolves.
Great job by the Wolves there, taking away that first pass. So the easy pass they took away, causing those longer shots, which is exactly what Malcolm wants to see.
Now Normando back up to Hollett. Hollett looking for a route in. Finds a crowd. Backs back out. Over to Monroe. Monroe. Off to McKay. McKay rolls in tight. McKay with the shot in the shoulder. Saved by Horn. McCarron back up with it. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. There's McCarron. Up to Monroe. Over to McKay. McKay. Cross for Hollett. Hollett for a loot in. Gets it. Trying back to Murphy or Normando, but ball bounces and back over as 19 will win the race. As Beach finds himself in Wolf territory, getting the Bandits offense on.
Good decision by there. Beach had an opportunity, probably could have tried to go in, but it wouldn't have been a great shot. Let them set up and get your 5 guys out there.
All right, Bungay now with the ball. Plays it down low. Dartmouth rolling out from the corner. That's Lacombe Petrie looking for McCullough. McCullough, he's all tied up. The ball's still loose. As Mont picks it up. Mont coming back. He got one guy back from Lacombe Petrie, and Mont, he'll hold up and pass that off to St. Hilaire.
Amazing defense by Puma there on McCullough. Came right in front, had the body in front of him, ran around and stripped him. Absolutely beautiful. That's why he's the captain of this Wolves team.
Back across. Hilaire in with the shot. That's I think that was McCullough that made the block on that one.
It goes out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Wolves.
As McKay
McCullough's arguing that it did not hit. He said it did not hit me. McCullough will tell you about everything that happened on the floor. It was never him, I'll tell you.
Here you go. Wheatley trying to find Waite coming out. Doesn't connect. St. Hilaire trying to get the loose ball. McCullough fighting down low. Waite comes up with it. Waite pass back up to Wheatley, but we got a too many men.
Too many men came out too early on that one. They changed a little bit. Defender was coming out switched, and he put him out too early, so going the other way.
So, too many men's lost the possession, and here we go. Dartmouth with the ball. Being watched by Puma.
Oh. So Scotland beats his man, but drops the ball. Puma picks it up as he's going in. Backs into number, I think it's 21 on the Wolves, who gives him a shot right on the back. And the referee called a cross-check on that. I know they're not going to be happy with that. Puma was gone. Puma, he could have ordered a pizza and come back from the kids' eat over there and still would have been fine. He was so far ahead, but those are the breaks, and the Bandits are going to turn it into a power play.
So that's Murphy that's in the box. And the Bandits on the 5-on-4 advantage. McCullough starts them off over to Scotland. Scotland back to McCullough. McCullough comes off to 30. 39, and I don't have a 39. Lacombe Petrie back up with it. Cross, fire shot, and a save by Malcolm. And it's in the gear somewhere. Hall taken hard into the boards as the 10 seconds expire, and Dartmouth able to keep the ball in the zone. Back up to Lacombe Petrie. It's 4-3. Sackville leading, but Dartmouth on the power play here for another minute and a bit. McCullough up top. McCullough behind the back. Scotland back to Lacombe Petrie. Shot and scores.
Beautiful play there. The Bandits are so good about moving the ball and skipping distance passes. So McCullough down low to Scotland back up top, which means Malcolm's got to go all the way back in his net and then come out really quickly. Lacombe Petrie shoots it as he's coming out. So you see the ball down low. So Malcolm has to come out there, catches him in mid-step, has his back foot back and able to put it in. A beautiful shot by Lacombe Petrie. I think that's his second of the night already. So he's got 2 on tonight, but that was excellent passing. So you can see the idea of skipping players, creating that opportunity where Malcolm has to go back and then step up, creates that opportunity for a great shot. And we're tied here again, 4-4.
4-4.
I feel like we've seen a lot of close games here, Larry, when we've done this.
I think the whole series has been pretty close,
It's
hasn't
been
it?
very good series, very good series.
Bungay up top to Scotland. Scotland. Back over to number 8, Fluid. Bungay working in, the ball's chopped free. So they'll come back into the crease, picked up by Malcolm. Malcolm. Off to Santapia. Wheatley fires that one up to Monroe. Monroe plays into Normando. Normando across for Monroe. Tries the behind the back and missed it by that much.
Oh, so similar to the last one as he picked it up, Beardsmith bumped Monroe. He did not like that. Beardsmith's got to be careful. Last time he got a 10-minute, so sure he doesn't want that again. Calling a cross check. I think he was in the crease. Might have been why he called it. Cross check laid on him is what he got. Monroe and him have been having a battle all night. This time Monroe's going to take the advantage. I have no doubt he's going to wave at him later and say thanks.
So Wheatley starts off the power play for the Wolves. Down low, Monroe. Monroe hooks him tight. Wheatley up top, cross for McCarron. Down low. Haul it for McKay, and where did he get that one?
Beautiful. I think he beat him high side on the far side there. Pass down low. McKay cut right through, and then Horn just stayed, but he had the top corner left right open there and put it in the back of the net. As you can see the catch. As the pass comes across, Horn has to take half a step away, which leaves that top corner open, and that's where he buried it in the back of the net to make it 5-4 for the Wolves, taking the lead. That penalty there cost them dearly, and now they're down by 1 with 4:17 to go. Discipline is what this is about. 2 penalties on both sides, evened it up.
I think it's all 5 goals for the Wolves been on the power play tonight.
Got to take advantage. These are the big things in these games.
Yeah. Here we go. 2-on-1 coming in. Cross for. And no shot there. As Firth was trying to get in. Back up top for McCullough. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Dartmouth gets their offense out. Here we go. Firth around up top. Back down low. Hard shot in, a save by Malcolm there.
So the gear you're seeing in the floor is actually Bungay's. Santapia with a chance here. Great save by Horn. On the face-off, got caught up, and Bungay lost his helmet and his stick, and it's sitting there in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
The Bandits bench were not happy nothing was called there.
Beardmore with the ball. Being watched by Wheatley. Beardmore. Off to McCullough. McCullough looking for Lacombe Petrie on the move. Doesn't make the connection. It's picked up by number 8, Cluett. Mont comes up with it. Mont sees Wheatley. Wheatley coming in. Wheatley, he's held up. As
Barrero on that one.
Barrio had any other option on that one.
He didn't have much options there. Came across the body, didn't get the stick. So as his arm came across, he held it there. They're calling for a holding on Wheatley. The Bandits are going to go back to the box. They got to stay out of this one. The Wolves are making them pay when they go in the penalty box, is what they need to do. And so Barrero came across on that one. I know you say they have no chance. I'm one of those guys that I'd rather let them take one shot than sit there for 2 minutes. But you know, when you're in the moment, you're trying to reach across, hit that stick, and knock it out. Unfortunately, got caught on that one.
See, especially against the Wolves tonight, you don't want to give them another advantage,
Exactly.
which they got right here as Hullett. Back up to McCarron. Up top to Wheatley. Back to McCarron. McCarron looking for a lane shot. And that's a save by Horn. As McKay able to keep it in the zone. Hands off to Wheatley. Wheatley to McCarron. McCarron back to Wheatley. Over for McKay. Back to McKay. Wheatley. McCarron. Wheatley. McCarron. McCarron with his low shot. And a save by Horn. As Monroe able to come up with it. Monroe. Ball goes off to the corner. That's a still loose ball. Picked up by McCarron. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Over to Wheatley. Cross for McKay. Down low for Monroe. Monroe just takes the shot.
Is that his third or fourth tonight? He's been on fire. I think that surprised Horn, but through the screen, bounced it on the far side. Those are hard to pick up for a goalie. So as you can see here, working it around the outside. Just down to Monroe, sees a hole, takes a shot, and he doesn't miss. He's on fire tonight. They finally get a 2-goal lead after the 3-1 early. Bandits taking penalties. You can't do that. You're going to start burying them in the back of the net. As you see, they've been on fire on the power play tonight. It's rolling.
Well, I think everybody in the entire building was expecting Monroe to pass that one the way he was standing. And
so did Keegan.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Horn thought he was going to do it too, but.
Here we go, off the face-off. Battle for the loose ball. Flip back over. Santapia. Santapia. Rolling out. How is that unassisted? Anyways. Back over to Normando. Up to McCarron. Cross. As McKay waits for the pick. McKay rolling in. McKay in tight. And it'll be a crease there as he was pushed in.
I'm sure we'll get that assist corrected later because he was definitely an assist.
Rinsky in all alone. Rinsky coming across, a big save by Malcolm.
Huge moment for Malcolm right there. He's got to make that save in a 6-4 game and comes up big. Excellent job by Malcolm on that one. Tried to go low, kicked out the leg. Beautiful save.
All right, Wheatley with the ball for the Wolves. That's McKay. Hullett. Hullett reaching in, but ball stripped free and rolls into the crease, and Horn will hand that off to number 13, Firth. The younger Firth. And now Dartmouth forced to give it away. And Puma hands that off to McKay. McKay across to Wheatley. Back up top to McCarron as they go back to work on the offense, the Wolves. Up to Wheatley, back to Hullett. Hullett trying to make a move in. Hullett shot, and Horn covers off the short side.
Nice save by Horn. Had body position, couldn't go anywhere else. Made sure to cover off on Hullett. Hullett and Monroe are two players that are never going to quit while they're on the floor. You've got a timeout here called by Dartmouth. 28 seconds to go. No reason not to call the timeout. You're going to get last possession. I know that the Bandits and Coach Draper loves to call this timeout. They're going to drop a play. Hopefully get that opportunity. We'll see if they'll pull Keegan. They have been known to actually pull their goalie when the time works out. But we'll see what they're drawing up. I'm only seeing 5 guys on the floor, so feel like they're not, but one never knows.
So the score is 6-4 as we have 28 seconds remaining in the second period. And the shots currently are Wolves 39 and the Bandits 21. The
biggest difference in this game is the power play. The Wolves' power play has been so good, just absolutely sensational. And the Bandits are taking some penalties, getting frustrated, and the Wolves are making them pay. Unfortunately, the Bandits haven't been able to do it back from their side. The Wolves have done a great job killing off a few of theirs, and that's why they're sitting up 6-4 right now. And Zach Malcolm in this period has been phenomenal. Made that last breakaway saves at a key moment and at a couple other really big saves that have kept the score where it is. He's only let in 1 this period, and that's what you want to see out of your goalie.
No, and that's so we'll see what the Bandits have drawn up here as Horn remains in the net. And Lacombe Petrie being forced to the outside by Puma. Lacombe Petrie with the ball. Looking to set up that play. Pass goes off a leg. Firth looking for a lane. Firth looking for Bungay. Bungay turns, fires, and it's saved by Malcolm. And that's Ball goes up and off the rafters and that will do it for the second period.
You know, that save right there doesn't seem like much, but like that is a huge turning point right there. Malcolm makes that stop in front on a turn shot. That if that misses, it's 6-5 with the Bandits going in with some momentum. Now they're down a little bit, having been scored on a couple times, and so huge save there by Malcolm. I thought Malcolm was the biggest difference in this period, playing really strong this period. They're going to need him in the third again because you know the Bandits are going to come with a lot. But again, another great period by both sides. Exciting action here. We'll see what the third brings. I know the Bandits got to stay out of the box, but it's been an awesome game so far, Larry.
And I think that's the key right there, is with 5 power play goals, has the Wolves leading 6-4 at the end of 2. Is a 2-goal lead is not a big lead in lacrosse by any means. So don't go too far. We'll be back in about 7 minutes for the start of the third period. And we'll see some much appreciated from our sponsors. Until then, everybody.
Sam.
Hey, Mom.
Are you done?
Yeah, I just finished practice.
Your showcase has been cancelled.
They canceled it? But how will they see me play?
Saw your video and loved it. Welcome to the team.
Athletes train to persevere. Success can still be achieved even when the odds are against you. I use media to reach success. Fight for your dreams. You've got this.
Welcome back to the Den. We're back at Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia, in the Sackville Arena on the shores of First Lake. Here getting ready for third period action as we got a minute left in the intermission. The Wolves will start off the third period leading 6-4. As I'm here, it's Larry McVicker filling in for Mike Elliott as the play-and-play, and we got color here with Brendan Smithson. Thanks for coming, Brendan.
Thanks, Larry. What a pit. Carter Monroe. What a game. Well, you call on your big players in the final game, and he stepped up with 4 goals tonight. I know Dartmouth's got to find an answer, but wow, that's big-time player in big games. That's what you look for when you draft a kid coming out of Sackville. They protected him, and he's been everything they hope for as he goes through in a big one in Game 5 here tonight. So, but we got 20 minutes to go. Can go either way. 2 goals, as you said, going out is nothing. So Bandits are going to be looking to even this up, and excited for a good 20 minutes here.
I imagine there's some riptide watching this game as well, as they're just waiting to see who wins this. This is the final game.
It's the Rapids, but they are waiting to see them. So when they are the Riptides when they're younger, when they get older, they become Rapids. I'm sure they're watching the stream, waiting to see who their opponent is. They're already ready for Saturday night at 7 o'clock in the LBR Arena.
Oh, here we go. A loose ball. As Beardmore was just looking for that, but comes up, deflected by McCarron. Okay, with the ball, and hidden ball trick almost got me there as well, and I got a better view. Here we go, McCarron tries to roll out, find a lane, it's gone. Turns, fires, that goes wide.
30-second shot clock violation there, so the ball's going to go back to the Bandits.
Nicole Petrie now doing their own little hidden ball trick. See who's going to fall for it. And cross for McCullough. Well, tries to return, but tied up and picked up his Puma. He's away. McCullough keeping an eye on him as Kennedy comes out. Kennedy with the shot, scores!
What a goal there by Kennedy. That was all Puma. Puma actually faked like he was going to shoot, which made McCullough come towards him. Pass off to Kennedy, put it right over Horn's shoulders. Absolutely beautiful goal. Exactly how the Wolves wanted to start in the first minute of the period. So you see Puma here, looks to fake, then goes towards net, which forces McCullough to come near him. Opens up Kennedy even more and absolutely buries that in the back of the net. That's a big moment for Kennedy tonight. I know he's going to be happy about that. And captain doing what he does in big moments.
Well, here we go at 19 minutes left in the third period. It's a 7-4 lead for the Wolves as Dartmouth. It starts off with Bungay. Bungay looks up to McCullough at top. McCullough looking for a lane. Back to Bungay. Bungay coming in with a shot, and that's steered aside. Back up over center, but that was deflection. No, back over the phone.
No touch at all. It's going to go back over on that. They give a defense an opportunity to pick up the ball in case there's a break, so they just want to make sure that no one's in the area, and then they blow it down.
Here we go, back up to Monroe. Monroe so far the hero tonight. Shot, and it's saved by Horn. Henchkowski comes up with it. Looking to get up over center. Does. That's now Dartmouth. Looks to set up the offense. Pass off to Scotland. Scotland trying to find a lane to shoot. Still can't. Gets it in for Cluett. Cluett. Shot is saved there. Firth's very short. Another shot in and a save there.
Huge
Scotland.
saves by Malcolm twice. Firth was in alone, and then Scotland on the far side, both with his glove. Excellent job there by Malcolm, keeping his team, making sure they don't get any closer than they need to.
McKay in the zone. Looking to catch Normando coming across. Funny angle there is Horn able to fight that one off.
Next goal's a big one, Larry. Either it's a 4-goal spread or you bring it within 2. This is a big moment in this game.
Elliott handed it off to Bungay. Bungay setting up the offense for Dartmouth. Close to, here we go with McCullough. McCullough looking for a lane. Coming across. Low shot. That's off the backboards and picked up by Mont. Mont. He's away. Mont in behind the D coming in. Mont. Big shot, scores!
What a goal by Mont. I swear Mott is the fastest player in this league. Picks up the loose ball off the back off McCullough. McCullough was not catching him, and Mott just fakes to the outside with his head and buries it. I know kids are all about these stick fakes. Sometimes all you need is a little head fake and bury it right in the back of the net as you see him coming down. Gives a little fake, but wires it. You notice, kids, he wires it just out, just one step inside the dotted line where Keegan's already making a move. Beautiful done. I know he's going to be looking for that in 2 weeks at Canada Games in Newfoundland, so great start for this one, and exactly what the Wolves need. It's a 4-goal spread now. You can see the bench getting alive. They're starting to feel it now. They're starting to feel it.
The rookie Leo Mont puts the Wolves up 8-4. And back Puma. Cross. Wheatley brings it in to Dartmouth territory. Wheatley, pass up top to Hollett. Hollett back over for McCarron. McCarron trying to work his way in. Rolls off back to Hollett. Hollett from down low. Hollett trying to come back up top. Still can't find a road in. Hollett, that was maintained, but the shot and the horn comes up with the save. Pass up to Rinskowski. As the Dartmouth goes back on the offensive now. Scotland from the corner. Scotland has the inside shot, and Malcolm comes across.
So Larry, on Carter Monroe's goal, they gave no assist, but on Leo Mott, when he took it all the way down, they give 2 assists. So I think they're just making up for it right there.
I guess that makes up for it, yeah. We'll take that.
Wasn't the same guys, but that's all right.
Hey, I have a hard enough trying to follow the play here. Normando to White. White across for Monroe. Back down. Good ball movement here. As Normando, though, has to get that loose ball back. Looking for Waite in front, but that's picked off. Waite able to get it back. And a fresh 30 on the shot clock. As Normando with the ball back up top to Monroe. Monroe. Pass over for Wheatley. Wheatley. Up top for McCarron. McCarron in the pick and roll looking for Normando, but loose ball picked up by the Bandits, and they're out, back over as Firth gets in a shot, and that's turned aside. Santapia up to Normando coming in. Back on the offense goes the Wolves.
I would have liked to seen Firth turn that. They really got to cherish their opportunities. The Wolves are definitely going to limit them, so got to make sure you get all full advantage when you get the ball.
Normando taken to the floor by Beardmore, but Hollett able to pick up the loose ball. Hollett trying to come in with the shot, and Horn, the big save. Coming back out is Walker. Hands it off to Bungay. Bungay working against Murphy. Now Bungay. Pass off to McCullough. McCullough to Scotland. Scotland is McCullough making himself known. It's Scotland looking for a lane. Scotland, low shot, and Malcolm had a little bit of problem with that one. Keeps it out.
Wasn't sure where it was, but it was right in front of him. So defense grabbed that without a problem. Great save by Malcolm again. Since first period, he's been on. He's been on point, playing a great game.
Hey, here we go. McCarron for the Wolves on the offense. Over to Waite. Waite. Pass up top to McKay. McKay looking for the give and go back to Kennedy. His backhanded shot pulled in by Horn. Here we go. Lacombe Petrie starts off the offense for Dartmouth. Lacombe Petrie looking for options. Gets it off to McCullough. McCullough across for Lacombe Petrie. Hard shot. And Malcolm gets that save again. He's got him looking, but he's keeping that out of the net.
Great play by Dartmouth, though. Picked 2 guys in, popped out. Shot right there. It's a good shot and a great save by Malcolm. He was right up to the task on that one. Beautiful job. Little spin move there in his net, I saw. Goes down on those knees and just keeps spinning.
Spin. Wheatley comes across up top. Wheatley with the shot, Horn save. Wheatley gets it back. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Up to McKay. McKay to McCarron. McCarron flips it off to Normando. Normando coming in. Normando shot, and Horn got the arm across in time.
Big save there by Horn. He was down, but threw the arm out with his stick. Made the save. If that goes in, I don't think the Bandits can come back if that one isn't stopped. So the game changer right there.
Rachkowski. Hands it off. Pluitt. Cluett and the Bandits need to get on the board here. Cluett, hard shot, low shot, and Malcolm fights that one off, and up and out of play it goes.
Bounced up on him, and he was a little surprised, but got his body up fast enough, out of bounds, back to the Bandits. Good reaction time by Malcolm.
Cluett down low for Scotland. Scotland rolling up top, but Scotland being manhandled by Puma. Scotland in with the shot, and a save by Malcolm. And he controls it.
Nice move by Scotland, but I would have liked to see him kind of turn that back. There was time on the clock and an odd angle shot. With how Malcolm's playing, you're not going to beat him from there.
Murphy hands the ball off to Monroe. 12-18 remains in the third period. 8-4. The Wolves lead as Waite rolls out from the corner. Waite up top. Waite looks for the shot in, and a save by Horn. Coming back the other way now. 16, it's Scotland. McCullough with the ball, setting up the offense for the Bandits. McCullough off for Cluett. Crosses Bungay in tight, and that's deflected up
Great
and out of play.
Slide by the Wolves, able to get that tipped off his body. That's not a big deal. That doesn't come back to you. That's about making sure that shot doesn't get through. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, Bungay driving towards the net. Being held out. Gets the shot. And a save by Malcolm, and he controls it in the crease. Malcolm. Outlet pass. Now that's up Santapia. Gets the Wheatley. Wheatley looking to drive in. Wheatley in tight. Wheatley with the shot, and Horn makes the save as Wheatley's looking to get under that crossbar. But Normando able to come up with a rebound. Fresh 30 on the clock. There's Normando. Pass across. Kennedy will have to try to take that one off the glass. He does. Kennedy, no look pass up to Monroe. Monroe fires a shot, and a save by Horn. Loose ball. And coming back the other way is Galliot. Galliot, you've got Rynczynski with him. Galliot makes the shot, and that's bounces up and off the floor.
Dropped his stick to the side. I always say defenders keep it over the shoulder and shoot straight. When he dropped it, you saw Malcolm already get down. He couldn't get it back over the top.
Monroe with the BTV to McKay, and a shot, and that's a crease.
End-to-end action here. No, we're just going offensively. We're not going to worry about our own end at this point.
Well, the Wolves are not sitting back on their heels one bit. But Dartmouth has to find a way. As McCullough, as you were saying, he's got to get on that scoreboard. Lacombe Petrie forced into the corner. Passes back up top. Number 8, it's Cluett. Shot, save. Now Scotland with the ball. Scotland knocked off his stick, and Malcolm able to keep it in the crease.
Just saw Coach McKay talk to the offense. Can you please slow it down?
Does the younger brother say no way? Here we go.
Looks like
Wheatley in tight. Shot. And it's saved by Horn. And it looks like we got a through the crease call. And that'll be our halfway moment for the third period.
I know Coach McKay is telling him, can you guys just slow it down, please? We're using no time, giving them more opportunities. You were talking about McCullough not getting, he doesn't have a point tonight, and he's one of the big leaders. You see the difference? Cooper Puma's on him. You don't get a lot of space when Cooper's on you. If you get a stick free, you better shoot it, because that's about all you're going to get. And then he's even had a great opportunity the other way by tough defense on him, getting a transition and creating an assist on that one. So it comes out quite a lot in terms of this, but I think the Wolves now got to just slow it down, give that opportunity from there.
Well, I want to thank everybody for taking some time at home and watching this, and it wouldn't be possible without our streaming sponsor for the third period, is Kynoch Resources. Many thanks to them. As if you're watching this, of course, you're watching this on Maritime Athletic Profiles. What a great production it is. It's been a joy all season. I've been on with the Junior A female team, and happy to have the chance here tonight to see what it's like on the co-ed side. But it's great working with these guys at Maritime Athletic Profiles. Has all the different camera angles and everything else, and it wouldn't be possible without our streaming sponsors like Kynoch Resources. Thank you very much for that. It's able to spread the creators game to a much wider audience at home.
They do a phenomenal job in doing it all season. The replays, the different camera angles, just taking our league to the next level. So thank them for all their work.
Oh wow, what a turnover there generated by the Wolves as Puma was able to knock that out, and Mont is going to hand it off, and Dartmouth. A little bit of desperation coming in here as they're looking to force the play. Wheatley off to the side. Back up top to Monroe. To McCarron. McCarron. Down low is a Hollett coming across. Hollett with a shot, and a save by Horn as Hollett tried to reverse the shot. Horn up with the glove save.
See them slowing it down now, just like the coach asked. Use that whole 30, limit the opportunities that the Bandits have to get the game back in their hands.
And McCarron doing as he's told, having a little wander down there. And deep, 10 seconds left in the shot clock. McCarron over to Hollett, didn't connect, and coming back the other way is Scotland. Scotland, pass across, in tight shot, and a save is Malcolm.
Oh, beautiful save by Malcolm. Tries to get the quick pass out, and it falls out of his stick and in the back of the net. Most people didn't see it, but Barrero was screaming for it. Two officials came together. As you can see here, a great opportunity by the Bandits, bringing it up the floor. Passing it across. Barrero takes the shot, brings it up to his stick, falls out the back and rolls in. Immediately checking if there's any in the crease, and there wasn't. That's unfortunate. Malcolm has had a phenomenal game.
That was a phenomenal save.
I'm not putting that one up to how he's played. He's played unreal, and he just wanted to get it out and clear, doing the right movement. It just kind of was rolling and rolled out. It's one of those things that happen, but he's got to let it go now. Still up by 3, and keep playing hard.
Now can the Bandits capitalize on a momentum shift here on that, as McKay with the ball for the Wolves in the offensive zone. Hands off to Waite. Waite has a little look around, hangs out up top, as the Wolves still looking to, we're under the 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Hard, and it's like, that was a good shot by McKay using the screen there.
Right around the screen. Keegan was up to the task looking for under the arm there.
Renchkowski hands it off to Bungay as Dartmouth now looking to get another goal here as Mont keeps Bungay to the outside. Up top for Scotland. Scotland trying to get around Puma. Scotland fires that one wide as Puma wasn't giving him an inch, and that comes back over.
Able to get that. So here's why you want to use those 30s. There's under 8 minutes to go. You do 30 seconds each way, that's only 8 more possessions, and they're down by 3, limiting the opportunity. So I know some coaches and players want to go to the net, but here's exactly where you need to use that whole 30, limit the opportunities the Bandits have to score.
So McCarron with the ball. McCarron drives towards the net, holds up. Matty McCarron having a look. And take shot, scores! McCarron rolling off the defender and up and over the shoulder in the back of the net. And it's 7-19.
Another beautiful thing. This is, he just killed the whole 30, takes the drive, and takes a shot by McCarron's got nothing to lose. Has the ball pinned deep, using that big body, big quick spin move, and able to beat Keegan on the far side there. Absolutely beautiful done by McCarron. Post up, turn in. It's just like a basketball player there. It's like almost a layup. He's right there. So McCarron's been a big player in this whole series, this whole season. He hasn't gotten one tonight, but he's going to feel good getting that off the back to make sure he spreads the 4-goal lead back. And I'm sure Malcolm's going to come later and say thank you. Really good. Much needed, but beautiful goal there by the Wolves. They're starting to control this one. They know the time's running down.
Here we go, scramble for the ball, Scotland. Working up against the wall, being pinned in there by Normando. Able to slip out. It's Scotland pinwheeling around. Manages to hold on, gets it down to Bungay as the Dartmouth looks for, tight for Firth, and he's turned aside by Malcolm. Up with the ball is Scotland, but that's stripped out. Good job by number 7 there, McNeil.
Great defense by McNeil and Ross there, making sure they come together, stripping that ball. Under 7 to go. 9-5 for the Wolves.
As Wheatley back in possession, gets it over to Waite. Waite down low. Driving in is Normando, and tight, and a save by Horn. As Kennedy's trying to get that loose ball. And battle along the boards. Comes loose again. The Wolves. Wheatley gets possession back. Fresh 30 on the clock for the Wolves. Back up to Monroe. Monroe. Showing shot, but holding up. Back across. There's Normando. Looks to drive in again. Normando in tight shot. That's turned aside and it'll be a crease violation. And it'll be Dartmouth ball. Just under 6 minutes remaining.
Still using the whole clock on offense and getting good opportunities. Exactly what you want to do.
So Lacombe Petrie looks to start off the Bandits. Here, 9-5 is the score. Pass that back up to Firth. Over to McCullough. McCullough now coming out from the corner. McCullough. Cross for Lacombe Petrie. Lacombe Petrie trying to get around Puma. And we got a penalty coming here against the Wolves. As Mont jumps on that one, but it'll be a high sticking goal.
Wolves have been disciplined all night. Just let one go there, but I think they're a little excited. They know they're starting to feel it now. You can see a little bit of jump on the bench. There's only 5 minutes left, but you got to keep it under control, making sure you kill this off. Big opportunity for the Bandits here.
5 minutes, that's it. A huge opportunity. 5 minutes is a lot of time in lacrosse. And
you've not seen this game before. 5 minutes and 4 goals is nothing.
Yeah. McCullough starts him off. Lacombe Petrie back to McCullough. Over to Scotland. Back to McCullough. McCullough behind the back. At the corner for Firth, and he buries it. Wow. What a behind the back pass by
Beautiful
McCullough.
passing right at the top to McCullough, who fired it behind the back down low and then buried it underneath him. I thought Malcolm was there, but he's able to find that hole. When you're in that tight, you can just sneak it in those little holes on either side. As you see, McCullough has it, knowing for his behind the back pass right down low. Nobody's on him and able to shove it in just in this little corner there. Malcolm's all alone, nothing he can do right there. But that behind the back pass throws you for a sec, because you see the defender was in the middle down low. As soon as he throws it, he can't get back in time to be able to help out. As we said, still got 5 minutes and now it's 3. So it changes in a second in this game.
That's it, and back down. Is looking there, the backup goalie got his gear on for Dartmouth. I'm not sure what's going on there. But McKay brings the ball into the zone. Okay. Pass way back up to Hollett, almost back at half. As McCarron. Please, the Wolves have been told don't dare go down low. Hollett winds up, shot, that's wide. And Dartmouth comes out with the ball. Pass that ahead to Lacombe Petrie. Lacombe Petrie at Dartmouth. 4:30 remaining in the third period. Wolves leading 9-6. 5-on-5 action here as we got McCullough with the ball. Having a look. Motion through the top of the crease. So back over to Scotland. Scotland gets a pick from, but that's ball's knocked loose. Lacombe Petrie gathers it back up. There's 1 second left, and that's it for the shot clock. And possession will go back to the Wolves with Murphy.
Great job by the Wolves defense holding them on that 30 seconds. Wolves defense have been strong tonight too, as well as Malcolm. Both doing a great job.
Yeah, back over to Wheatley from Kennedy. Up to Normando. Normando up top, pass to the side. Mr. St. Hilaire. St. Hilaire looking to drive back in. Fires a shot. And that's a save by Horn. Collected by Beardmore.
Horn's watching the bench to see when they're going to call him. No signal yet.
3:30 now remains in the third period as Lacombe Petrie being kept to the outside. Lacombe Petrie back up to Scotland. Scotland. He's being watched there. Good job by number 7 on Scotland. Neil. Puma able to come up with it. Scotland gets it free for a sec, but Lacombe. Puma is still driving for that loose ball.
10 seconds. Puma's the big boy. Doesn't matter if he's coming at you or you're coming at him. You're going to feel it when he gets there.
So here we go.
They're going to the net, going with 6 guys. Tell him to slow it down until he gets out there.
So an empty net now for the Bandits. 6-on-5 for the runners. Pass across. Looking for Firth, but picked up by Wheatley. Wheatley gets it up. And Santapia
Centipede buries it there. A wild pass that goes over, working it up. There's an opportunity to strip him there. They got Wheatley there, but Centipede was in alone. No issues with that one and bearing it open. I think he scored the open netter last time too, so he's getting some free goals this one. Pass right up there.
Of all things, he hit the crossbar and bar down. Even that on the empty netter. Like
you gotta make it look good, right?
Oh,
defensive player getting an opportunity to put the open net and kind of seal this one a bit. There's still 2:38 to go, 4-goal lead, but that was a bit of a dagger there. That you could feel that one for sure. Horn trying to run back to the net, but just not enough time to get there.
So here we go. That one comes up and out of play. And it'll go Dartmouth ball.
Pulling Horn again just to give him the sixth man out there again.
Beardmore plays up to Scotland, over to McCullough. McCullough getting ready to quarterback the offense here. McCullough back up top to Scotland. Cross for Lacombe Petrie to Scotland. Back to Lacombe Petrie. Back to Scotland. Scotland back to Lacombe Petrie. Tell me if I'm repeating myself. Here we go. Scotland in with the shot. Wrong-handed and big save by Malcolm there. Collected again. Another, too many players.
He went back to the bench. Keegan came out, Keegan Horn, and then went, and they just sent the offensive player. It happens all the time, not with the goalie, but just accidentally sends him. Referee catches it, and all of a sudden goes the other way. Now we got an over and back here, so the Bandits are going to get the ball again.
Under 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Shots are 56. Sackville to 35. Oh,
Malcolm makes a big
36
save on
now,
the
I
inside.
guess. And that's up and out of play off the rafters, so the Dartmouth ball down low.
Bandits are going to call a timeout here. That was so the pass behind the net hits the rafters. It took a little second to make sure everybody had it. Blows it down, and the Bandits wanted a timeout there. They want to talk about it. They've got 1:46 to go, 10-6. I'm sure the Wolves don't mind talking about it either. So the Wolves have just made 2 mistakes, clearing one off the roof and one over center. It's the only mistakes they made all game in transition was these two. Luckily, it was 10-6 at the time, so didn't have too much impact on them. But the Bandits aren't going to go away. They're going to go real hard right to the end. Got a couple big seniors I just want to mention, no matter what happens here. Trainer McCullough has been a big part of this league for 5 years. Had major impacts with the Mi'kmaq Warriors where he started, and then also the Dartmouth Bandits. Chris Bungay, the Bungay family has been with the Bandits for a long time. He's going to get to go to Founders. If this is his last game, he's been a huge impact on this league and such a positive player. And of course, Keegan Horn. Keegan Horn, the last two years, I think, has only not played 2 games. And one this year was the end of the year, and this other one was because he got hurt after the first period. So he is an Iron Man from start to finish. Got to be proud of those guys. It's been amazing watching them for 5 years.
That's great. Here we go. It's Scotland looking for a way in. Scotland cross off the back end, and Firth cross. Lacombe Petrie shot, save, and Malcolm able to collect that one in the crease. And the Wolves happy to send that right up to nice up to Monroe there. Monroe looking for the empty netters. Horn right back in. Monroe.
Good decision by Monroe.
Yep.
Take the 30. Don't need the goal. Take the 30.
You got enough goals already there. He's not listening to me, is he?
Larry, he heard you. He heard that you said he had enough, but he said, no, that's not what's going to happen. So comes out right from behind the net, just works it around. I think Horn's a little tired from having to run back and forth, and the 60 shots that he's taken tonight doesn't help either. And Monroe buries his 5th. Big, as I said, big games, big players come out to play. Carter Monroe has been the biggest player on the floor tonight with 5 goals. Can't say he's had enough, Larry. That's just that ends it right there.
I guess it's never enough
never
for these
enough,
guys, right?
It looked like he was going to kill it, came out in front. When you're that alone in front, you got to do something with it, so he just put it in the back of the net. Great job by Carter.
Well, that's a couple of goals tonight. He's done the opposite of what everybody thinks he's going to do.
And surprise, so you got to surprise the goalies in this league. They're very strong all the way around, and you got to have those opportunities. So, under a minute to go here.
Hard shot by Firth, turned aside by Malcolm. As Normando hustling in as they battle for the loose ball. Oh, loose. I think that's Beardmore has it. Up.
Chase for it all the way down.
Normando wins the race to the loose ball. That's with 30 seconds left. All the Wolves have to do now is hang on to her.
Able to run this out. Congratulations to the Wolves. Big game. Probably their best game of the series was tonight. And now they're going to have a rematch of last year's final against St. John Rapids. This time St. John is the home team, so that may have an impact, but I know they're going to be resting up tonight and the next day because Saturday is when this series starts. They're going Saturday and Sunday in St. John. And for anybody here at Sackville, the next weekend will be Saturday, Sunday here for game 3 and 4, and you're not going to want to miss those because those two have been waiting to battle each other all year. But I got to give huge respect for Keegan Horn, Chris Bungay, and Trainer McCullough, and all the seniors on the Bandits. Had an unbelievable season, played their hearts out. I know this one hurts right now. You watching this shaking of hands, you're going to see a lot of guys spending some time with those three because they've been a huge impact to all these players in this league of what they've done. They're such nice guys, positive players, great effort. So you got to give them a huge amount of respect for what they've done. But congratulations to the Wolves. They're unbelievable. I thought defensively, Cooper Puma was unreal. Carter Monroe on the offensive side just couldn't stop scoring. Didn't matter. Even when we told him to stop, didn't matter. And then Zach Malcolm had a second and third period that was unbelievable. So you got to be proud of these guys, and they're ready to go on to the next step.
No, that's it. Congratulations to the Sackville Wolves for making it through back to the ECJLL finals. As I guess they're looking to. It's a rematch, and Sackville looking to be back-to-back, and St. John looking to knock them off. So we'll see what's going to happen. And it's real soon, Saturday coming in, as we see the teams shake hands. And
two historic franchises here. Some of the originals, Halifax, Sackville, and Dartmouth. We've had some new teams come in with the Rebels, the Warriors, and the Rapids. But this is two historical franchises going 5 games in an absolute battle and war on the floor. Proud of both of these guys for what they did. You could just see this means a lot to all of them. One side's got to take it, and that was the Wolves tonight, but this was an unbelievable series. We'd gone 7. Still think we'd be playing going with that, but I'm excited to see the Wolves and Rapids in a rematch of last year's final and see where it goes.
Well, and that's about it for tonight. I think I want to say thank you to everybody, and thanks to the Wolves organization, and thanks, of course, to Maritime Athletic Profiles for putting this production together. And many great productions they have all around the Halifax and the regional areas. As you're able to watch this, see the replays, see the score. And the only downside is you got to listen to me talk, but that's only for this game because I'm sure, Mike, you'll be back for the next Wolves game.
Mike, we wanted to make sure you did. This wasn't your last one. It was the one you missed, so we made sure there was another one for you.
There you go. Well, thanks a lot, Brendan. Thanks for taking some time out.
Thanks, Larry, for doing this. It's great. Excellent job as always, and excited to see a final here.
Always enjoy the color commentary, and I gotta say I learned quite a bit when you're beside me because it's like usually it's like, what was that call for? And you've got the calls called before even the refs show the sign. So no, it's always best. And I want to thank everybody for taking some time. Thank you for your support of Junior A Lacrosse and all other sports. What a great game this is, and what great game it's grown over the years. And with that, we'll sign off for tonight, and we'll say thank you, everybody, for taking some time and watching. And everybody take care and get ready for the first game of the East Coast Junior Lacrosse Finals coming to you Saturday at 7:30 from St. John. Till then, everybody, take care, be safe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.